Hi there. My name's Molly, and I'm here to provide you with an overview of the portal. The purpose of this video is to help empower you to provide Tier 1 support to your customers. So let's get started. Here we have the Send Fax page. Now, this is going to be the first page that your customers see upon logging into the portal. It will be fully branded. It'll have your logo in the top left and whatever color scheme you choose when setting up your branding. On the right-hand side here, we have all of the fax numbers listed and assigned to whatever user is signed in. Underneath, we have a free file converter, which outputs into PDF and TIFF. And then below that, another feature we have available called fax blasting. Now, this is not included initially within your account. It is free, but we do have to just enable it for you. You just need to reach out to support. And the purpose of this feature is that it allows you to fax to more than 10 people at a time. You just have to create a CSV file, and there is an example here that you can download. And on the left-hand side here is where you go to just manually send a fax within the portal. So you can enter your fax number like that. We do have international options available. This is another feature we have to enable for you, and there are additional costs. You can add additional numbers by clicking the plus sign here, and you can also pull directly from your contacts. Now, if you pull from a contact that does have an email listed with it, it will populate here. What this field does is it basically just sends the recipient an email letting them know to check their inbox for a fax. Now, you don't have to use this. This is optional, so you can just simply remove the email here or add additional emails. Next is cover page. Again, this is optional. You don't have to use the cover page, or you can select one here. You have these fields to fill in, which is deliver to, subject, and notes. Next, we have tags. Another feature optional, you can tag faxes and you can tag fax numbers, and you can search by tag via your history. So another very helpful feature and tons of use cases. Then we have attachments. So you would upload them like so. We also have insert file URL available. You would then click the eyeball to preview the fax. So you'll see my cover page and my attachment. So here's my cover page and here's my attachment. You can actually schedule a fax. So if you need to send a fax at a later time where you won't be able to access the portal or utilize email to fax, you can schedule it here, or you can just send immediately. Now, once you send a fax, there's no way to cancel it. So you'll get a little modal that'll pop up, just letting you know that your faxes are processing. If you click OK, it's going to keep you on your main send fax page. And if you click check status, it's going to take us to our next page, which is our history page here. Now, by default, users are only going to see faxes that they send and faxes that come into numbers that they are assigned to. So any number that's listed here. Now, an admin or owner can see all faxes outbound and inbound for the entire account. You just have to filter a certain way. Click your caret in the top right, clear out your user, pick the correct sub account that you're searching for, and then put your information in here. Now, by default, we'll store faxes for 12 months. You can make this shorter by increments of 1 month within account settings, all the way down to purge immediately. To delete a fax, you first have to archive it. Now, this is just a fail-safe because once you delete a fax, there is not a way to get it back. So to archive it, you would select it. You can archive here, or you can click the 3 dots to the far right and click archive here. And then to access your archive, you're just going to scroll to the bottom of your history page and click on show archive. Here's the fax that I archived. To permanently delete, you just select it. You have delete up here, or you can click the 3 dots and click delete here, or restore it if it was archived accidentally. So next we have our cover pages. We have system cover pages available that you are welcome to use, account level cover pages, which need to be created by an admin or higher within the account, and then my cover pages, which are just specific to the user. When you go to create a cover page, you can build off of one of the templates that we already have, or you can just start from scratch. Now you can get a custom logo onto a cover page. There is an article that I'll show you how to get to in the Help Center. So you'll click your initials in the bottom left and click on Help here and Help Center. So this is our hub with all of our help articles and videos. And if you type in cover page, there's a video that explains how to get a logo onto the cover page there. You can also set user defaults as well as account defaults. All right, so we will head to your numbers page. So your numbers page, of course, is going to show all of the fax numbers within your account. You do have account view and platform view on many of our pages. Account view is just going to show you whatever account you're managing up here in your breadcrumb trail. Platform view is going to show you every single number within every single sub account in your account, like this. Now from here, you would provision new numbers, port numbers, and block numbers. So to provision, you would click on provision. You can search by region, prefix, or toll free. So I'll show you what that looks like here. Select the number that you want to buy and scroll to the bottom and click order. So once you order the number, it's going to put it in your master account. So we'll go back to numbers. Here's the one I just ordered. Now from here, you're going to want to assign it to the correct sub account and get the right users assigned to it. So to do that, you're going to go into the settings of the number here. Your manager is going to be your sub account. So you would click change, continue. Let's say we want to put this number into Coca-Cola. So we select Coca-Cola. Once in the right sub account, next you'll want to assign your users. And that's it. To port a number, you'd go to porting on the left-hand side. This is going to show you all of your port requests that you have submitted. Again, we have account view and platform view here. New porting requests in the top right. So here's where you will enter the number that you want to port. Make sure you put the country code. Otherwise, it's going to tell you that the number is not portable. It'll show you the carrier and give you these two options here. So at this point, you can go ahead and get the correct users assigned to the number. And also you can replace a temporary number here if you'd like it to automatically be released once the actual number ports in. Then when you hit continue, here's where you're going to fill out everything that's on the LOA. So this will just mirror what's on that form. You'll sign and date it. And then finally, you're going to submit the LOA with a bill dated within the last 90 calendar days. From there, you're looking at 7 to 10 business days, start to finish on porting typically. And our porting team is very proactive, so they'll be in touch if there's any exceptions on ports or we need additional information. Next, we have your blocked numbers page. So from here and from your history page, actually, you can block inbound faxes on a number level, just to a specific number, or on the entire account level here. Next, we have our fax bridges. So when you do order fax bridges, we will provision them directly to your account for you, and they'll look like this. So they'll show as not activated. So from here, similar to numbers, you're going to want to get it in the right sub account and get a number assigned to it if it's going to be used for inbound. So you'll click on the settings icon to the far right. Again, manager is going to be your sub account and your users on the right-hand side. Now, if you have fax bridges or users that are going to only need to send and never need to receive, they don't need a fax number. In our system, faxes are sent from users and not numbers. Now, here is where you will also need to go ahead and activate the fax bridge when it's ready to go. This toggle is here because we do have that MRC on the fax bridges, and we don't want to charge you the monthly recurring charge if you are keeping them in your inventory. So once you're ready to plug and play, you come in here and go ahead and activate it, get it assigned to the right sub account and user, and you're good to go. You can also order fax bridges directly from the portal, and this is where you do that. So you'll click on orders. Again, you'll have account view and platform view, so you'll see every order that you've submitted. And then to submit an order, you have new order here in the top right. If you need to check on next day shipping options, you would just open up a chat with us and give us the address, and we'll be happy to check on that for you. To open up a chat, you're going to go to the same area as for the help articles. So you'll click your initials in the bottom left. I'm going to click on help. Instead of help center, you'll click more help and then start a live chat here. So you'll open up a chat with the team and we'll get that information back to you. Next, we have reports. So as a reseller, you have 3 reports available that you can run within your account, and they're all downloadable via CSV file as well. So the first is going to be your detailed report. This is going to show you all of your fax metadata. So your delivery ID, the number, CSID, direction, you know, whether or not it failed or succeeded, all of that good stuff. You can make these extremely specific. So if you want to run a report just for failed faxes for a specific user, you can do that. Next is your summary report. This is going to be your page counts. So you can separate it. So again, users would be considered outbound in our system. Numbers are going to be inbound. Accounts is just going to combine the two. So it's going to give you your inbound and outbound. And then we do have a separate report for fax bridges. So here's what this will look like. We'll break down outbound versus inbound, total faxes, attempts, what succeeded, what failed, duration. And then lastly is your billing report, which is going to show you all of the billable components within all of your accounts. It's just one of the features to kind of help you bill your customers. So it's going to show you if you do have child resellers, how many sub accounts they have, and then the total number of users and the total number of numbers in the account. Next, we have contacts, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can import via CSV file. When you go to create a contact, you can actually link them to an organization or a contact group. The difference here is that organizations can be visible and editable by other account users. Contacts groups would be just for the specific user. This is not editable or visible by other account users. Next, we have your accounts page. So this is where you go to start creating your sub accounts. You would just click create in the top right, choose whatever name your customer would like to use, select whether or not it's a child reseller or a sub account. A child reseller is essentially just going to be reselling your product and they get full branding as well. You can opt out of Drive if you'd like. You can always enable it at a later time. So once you have your sub accounts created, you're going to want to get users into them. So you would head to your users page and get users created here. New user in the top right. You have a couple options here. You can just simply create them and give them their credentials. You can also require them to change their password upon first logging in, or you can send them an email invite. Now, these will not work until you get your email notifications, email notification domain set up and verified within your branding page, just to note there. Now from here, there's a really helpful feature I just want to show you quickly where you can sign in as a user. It's just another way to get visibility into your customer account. So to do that, you would just click the settings icon to the far right of the user and then click sign in as in the top right. That's going to open a new tab for you. You would click sign in and now you're seeing everything that this user sees. So when you go to their history page, it's sometimes often easier to find faxes this way. Lastly is events. This is basically just an audit log. So if you want to find out why a number is missing and when it maybe got accidentally deleted from your account, you would just select numbers, app, delete, and hit filter. And it will show you a log of all event types. That's it for the portal overview. Let us know if you have any questions.